Hey guys, Insightful Nerd here, back with another Marvel Legends review. Here I have the Marvel Legends review. Here I have the Dark Avengers Daken and Warbird figures. Let's just get right into it and start with the Warbird. So here's the front of the box for Warbird. You can see he has the Marvel Legends logo top left, Warbird along the side on the right, and the Dark Avengers logo. There's the top of the box. On the side we have a bit of artwork at the bottom. The other side has some more artwork. Here's the back of the box. Take a moment to read it if you'd like. This is what the inside strip looks like if you're curious. First, we'll start with accessories. Here is the blast effect pieces, which of course is the same as the Ghost Rider and Mandarin 2-pack effect piece. She's got a pair of open hands, as well as fists. Here are the two heads she comes with. The differences being the slightly different mask, as well as the one on the left has the hair flowing and the powered up eyes. Not an accessory, but the scarf she is wearing is removable and not glued in. The body that she has is the standard female body that Hasbro continues to pump out, regardless of the balancing issue as well as just limited articulation. Now it's time for articulation. Arm goes up that high. Butterfly joint that much forward and that much back. Double jointed bicep. Head can look down that far and only that far up because of the hair. She can bend that far back, that far forward, wrist and ankle pivot, a thigh cut. She can kick that far forward and only that far back. Double jointed knee. Unfortunately, no boot swivel. She measures in at about 6 inches. For a female comparison, we have Jean Grey Phoenix and Yelena Belova Black Widow. Now we have the Daken from the mini comic series Wave 1. Here's the front of the box. And here's the back of the box. Here's the artwork inside of the box. Of course, mimicking the front cover of the Dark Avengers comic. And of course, the mini comic included is the Dark Avengers. Same for all the others. The back is just the Marvel Legends logo. For some comparisons, here we have the Miles Morales comic, the Ultimate Iron Man, and the Infinity Gauntlet. For the accessories included, we have the fully clawed hands, a claw hand with only 2 of the claws showing, and of course a hand to hold the mini comic. We of course also have an unmasked and masked head. Now it's time for articulation. Arm goes up that far, butterfly joint that far forward, and that far back. Head can look up that far, and down that far. Ab crunch bends that far back, and that far forward. Wrist and ankle pivot. He has a thigh cut. Unfortunately, no boot swivel. Double jointed elbow and knee. Leg kicks that far forward and that far back. I am noticing a slight paint scuff on my front torso here. Kind of annoying. I do like the bluish gray paint they put for the tattoo. And he comes standing in at about 6.5 inches. For a brown suit comparison, here we have him with the Secret Wars Wolverine and the recently reviewed 2-pack Wolverine. And for a darker brown comparison, we have the Weapon of Vengeance Wolverine and the CT Toys brown suit Wolverine. And here are both of them with some other Dark Avengers. We have the Cabal 3-pack Iron Patriot, the Secret Wars Black Suit Spider-Man, and the MCU Thunderbolt Sentry, because the comic book version goes for so much online. And that is my review for the Dark Avengers Warbird and Daken. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for the support on the last video. If you'd like to see anything else, like part swaps or other comparisons, feel free to comment down below. See ya.